Hi, thank you for joining my masterclass on how to boost your energy and lose weight effortlessly. So I'm going to show you some techniques that are very simple yet very effective on how to do both. So let's get started. All right. So once again, you're here because you want to learn how to boost your energy and lose weight. This is what a lot of people struggle with, and it seems to be complicated to a lot of people, but it doesn't have to be. So I'm going to show you how you can achieve these things without a lot of effort or complexity. So just a little bit about me. My name is Magdalena. I'm a wellness coach. I've been coaching for around 10 years on and off. And my areas of expertise are helping people deal with anxiety and depression and other mental conditions. I help people find more joy and vitality in life by just improving their general sense of well-being. I also help people overcome adrenal fatigue, which is a result of long-term stress and other factors as well. And I also help people lose weight effortlessly without focusing on their weight. So just a brief little disclaimer. Consult your doctor before applying of these techniques if you're unsure of anything. And I sure hope that Mr. Bean is not your doctor. So just a brief overview of what we will be doing. First, I'm going to show you guys how to boost your energy through some little simple tricks. Then I will be talking about some weight loss tips. And finally, I'll be discussing a brief overview of my Love Your Body program. Are you ready? Bring it on. All right, so first we're going to start with a bit of an energy boost. Hopefully you guys can see me here, but we're going to start with just tapping on our heads. So on our bodies, according to Chinese medicine, we have a lot of different acupressure points, and a lot of them are actually located on the middle of our head, on the sides as well, and on the ears. So first of all, just by doing this, we're releasing a lot of the stress that's built up in our head from thinking all day and doing mental tasks, which we all use our brains throughout the day. So this just helps relieve that tension that's built up here. Then we're going to massage our ears. So on our ears, we have a lot of different acupressure points, which you'll see in the next slide, that correspond to different things and different organs as well. So for example, pulling on our earlobes will help to boost circulation in the brain. And then massaging the outside of our ears will help to boost our energy. And pressing on the inside of our ear will help to relieve stress. So I'll show you in the next slide. So as you see, in that little point, you can see better on the slide than on my ear. You just press, you can do it right now. Press on both ears into that point. And stimulate it. You can do this several times a day for like a minute or so at a time. So that will decrease stress and anxiety. And then if you want to boost your energy, then on the outside of our ear, as you see there, you can press on those different points, but basically press all along your ear. Again, you can do this for about a minute, a few times a day. You can do it 2 minutes a few times a day. There's really no exact formula for it, but you should notice a difference, and it's a quick way to boost energy. So again, remember the tapping along the head just a little bit and then massaging ears, and that's it. Another thing we can do is the thymus tap. So the thymus gland is located right here. It's where gorillas pound their chests. So to show that they're the ruler of the pack, or to demonstrate their confidence, they actually beat their chest right here, which is where the thymus gland is, which is really interesting because tapping the thymus gland helps to activate your life force energy. So what it does is it releases fear, it gives you confidence, it increases strength and vitality, and it also stimulates the immune system. So you can tap your thymus gland when you're feeling sick. You can also tap it before a presentation, or if you're nervous, or if you're about to have some kind of a stressful or more like an anxiety-provoking discussion. you can tap your thymus gland before you do that. So let's all tap our thymus gland. I don't know if you guys have seen Wolf of Wall Street, but do you remember in Wolf of Wall Street, he would tap right here? So let's just tap. In Chinese medicine, they also say you can say the word ha to help release some fear. Ha, 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 ha. Sounds like we're laughing, right? So yeah, just this. Again, you can do it for 30 seconds or so until you feel some kind of a boost in your energy. So again, super simple and free. So as you guys probably are already familiar with many different breathing techniques, I know quite a few, but I will show you just one, which is one of my favorite ones. This is one that Tony Robbins uses, and it's called the priming technique. So avoid doing this if you have very high blood pressure, some heart-related problems, a hernia, or if you might be pregnant, just because it is a bit of a stronger technique. But if you don't have any of these conditions, you should be fine. But if you want to consult your doctor before actually trying it, then please do so. So I'm just going to stop sharing for a moment so I can show you how to do it. So it looks really strange, but I'll show you how to do it and I'll explain how to do it. So it looks like this. So your eyes are typically closed. You're only breathing in and out through your nose and very forcefully. So if you have to go blow your nose first, because I only want air coming out of your nose, nothing else. Your mouth will be closed. Your arms will be shooting up into the sky on the inhale and coming back down on the exhale. When they're shooting up, you open your palms up and you strong shoot up. And then coming down, you make a fist. When they're going up, it's a strong and forceful going up. When they're coming down, it's like a gentle, like letting them fall, basically. So see how my arms are kind of loose? I don't want you to be tense and stiff like this. I want you to be strong going up and just super loose, shoulders relaxed coming down. So let your hands basically fall. So typically you would do this 20 times for 3 rounds. So 3 rounds of 20, which makes 60. But we'll just start with 10. You can get a little bit lightheaded, which is normal. We're really oxygenating the body and getting energy to flow. But just see how you feel. So you can start with your eyes open to follow me. Then you can close your eyes when you're ready to, because it kind of helps contain energy in your body. And then at the end, when we're done, just keep your eyes closed and put your hands on the sides and just kind of see what you feel, okay? So we'll just do 10 this time. So we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close your eyes. 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest your arms beside your legs or on your thighs. Keep your eyes closed. And just see if you notice anything. Any energetic shift. You can slowly open your eyes and look around the room. See if anything feels different. What I notice is things are clearer and brighter. Like I can see colors better after I do this. I also feel like I don't have so many thoughts in my mind. It's just like my mind gets cleared of thoughts. I also feel both calmer and more energized at the same time. But we only did 10. Normally you'd be doing 20 times 3. You can start with just 20, maybe every morning, do 20 a day, and then you can work your way up to 60 and see how you feel. You can do this in the morning. You can do this midday when you're starting to feel tired. You can also do it before bed to help you sleep better. So it's a pretty simple technique that's also free. It just involves your breath and your body. And that's it. So let's go back to the presentation. All right. So that was it. Another thing you can do during the day is if you find yourself being really stressed or low energy, just take some deep breaths. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like inhale for 4 counts, hold your breath for 4, and then exhale your breath for 4, and then hold for 4. So it's called the 4-box breathing. Again, slow inhale, hold, slow exhale, and hold. It makes a big difference. When we're stressed, we tend to shallow breathe, and it takes our energy away. So when we start to breathe deeper and oxygenate our body, it will give us that energy boost and that calm feeling. Another thing we can do to boost our energy is hot, cold showers. So what this could look like is to do 30 seconds of hot and then 30 seconds of cold. When I say hot, I don't mean like scorching hot. I mean whatever is pushing that limit, but it's not burning your skin, just where it feels like quite hot, and then cold to whatever cold you can handle. And the more you do this, the more you'll be able to handle the 2 extremes. But just start with like really, really hot, really, really warm, and then quite cold where it's kind of uncomfortable, but you can still tolerate it. So you can do it for 30 seconds on and off 7 times, alternating. Or you can just finish your shower, like take a normal warm shower. Right before you finish showering, turn it to quite warm, like almost hot, and then turn it to really cold. So finish your shower off with cold 30 seconds if you don't want to do the alternating. The alternating has more benefits, but even just finishing your shower cold will still make a difference. Or if all of this is too much for you, you can just splash your face with cold water in the morning, and that alone will give you an energy boost. You can also do that midday. If you don't have makeup on, then you can splash your face with cold water. Some people like to use like a bit of a mist, energizing mist that can have essential oils in it, like peppermint or grapefruit, which helps perk you up. So that's another thing you can do if you can't splash cold water because you have makeup on. So some of the benefits of cold and hot water, as you see for cold water, it prevents colds, it tightens the skin, it reduces tension in the mind, it stimulates the immune system and accelerates metabolism. Hot water benefits, reduces tiredness, reduces headaches, relaxes the muscles, relieves nasal congestion, and opens pores and cleanses the skin. So if you're alternating between hot and cold, you get all of these benefits, all within 1 shower, 1 morning. And this little chihuahua, I don't think would like cold showers. He comes from Mexico, so no. All right, another thing that you can do, and you've probably heard about a lot of these things, so a lot of them could be reminders and maybe fine-tuning what you already know, but bulletproof coffee is another great way to boost your energy. So first I'll tell you how to make it, and then I'll tell you about the benefits of it. So you can add, there's different variations of it, but this is like a general recipe you can use. So first use 2.5 heaping tablespoons of ground bulletproof coffee beans. Bulletproof is a brand, but you can just basically use any organic mold-free coffee beans because a lot of coffee has mold in it. So if you're using organic coffee, it's less likely to have mold. Then you add 1 teaspoon up to 2 tablespoons of MCT oil. So that stands for medium chain triglyceride, meaning it's fractionated, which means it's liquefied. So it just has more benefits than regular coconut oil because it's been liquefied. Yeah. So again, you can start with 1 teaspoon, work your way up to 2 tablespoons of Brain Octane. Again, is a brand, but you can use any MCT oil. That's good quality. Then you can add 1 to 2 tablespoons of grass-fed unsalted butter or grass-fed ghee. Ghee is used in a lot of Indian cooking. I love it. I actually have a friend who makes amazing ghee called OG ghee. You can find it in a lot of different stores. It's caramelized, so I love it, and I add it to my bulletproof coffee. And then optional, you can add turmeric because it's anti-inflammatory, cinnamon, which balances your blood sugar levels, vanilla, really good for taste, some dark maple syrup because it's low on the glycemic index, or honey, and maybe some collagen powder because who can't use some more collagen, especially if you're into the anti-aging stuff. So this is a general bulletproof coffee recipe. I love bulletproof coffee. I have it almost every day. It really helps to give me energy and a lot of other things, which I'll discuss in the next slide. So this is a way to make your coffee habit healthy. Drinking regular, like coffee, either with skim milk or sugar or Splenda, is such an unhealthy habit, but you can actually make coffee drinking really healthy and good for you if you bulletproof it, which basically means just adding butter to it. So some benefits are that it boosts energy, which lasts for hours because it slowly releases caffeine into your system. And what does that? It's the fat. The fat slows down the release of the caffeine versus if you're just having regular coffee with just some milk, which has barely any fat, then the caffeine enters your system super fast and spikes your caffeine levels. So that's why you get the jitters and then you come crashing down. Bulletproof coffee helps to prevent this crash. So as it says here, there's no post-caffeine crash. It gives you the ability to focus on productive work for hours. It's a really good remedy for people who tend to struggle with ADHD. It improves mood and energy. For me, I just feel uplifted when I have it, and I do feel more energy. I like to have it before a workout or before I start working. It also helps to curb sugar cravings, especially if you add the cinnamon in there, as well as a little bit of maple syrup. It's kind of like a treat already. It helps to trigger weight loss, again, because it has a lot of different healthy fats, and caffeine itself has some benefits for weight loss. But again, it has to be the good mold-free coffee. It reduces and eliminates caffeine cravings and headaches. You won't get that kind of caffeine coffee headache from this, again, because of the fats that are added. And it also improves memory. So there's so many benefits to this type of coffee. So a way for you to remember how to bulletproof your coffee is just adding some fat. Again, the fat could be butter or ghee and MCT oil. You can also add regular coconut oil for taste if you like. So this is all about feeding your brain. Our brains love fats, omega-3 fatty acids. They're very, very good for us. And water, hydration is also really important throughout the day to keep our brains functioning so they don't shrivel up. Okay, another thing you can do to boost your energy naturally, especially maybe if you're feeling constipated, is to have a green smoothie. Look how delicious it looks. I think healthy food can be amazing. And all the healthy food that I eat is just so delicious and good for the taste buds. But green smoothies help to alkalize the body. We tend to be quite acidic from different things cause acidity: stress, sugar, caffeine, alcohol, smoking. All the bad habits basically make our body acidic. So a green smoothie will help to do the opposite, which is to alkalize it. So even things like cancer can't really thrive in an alkaline body. So it's a really good preventative measure for other diseases. A green smoothie helps to detoxify and cleanse the blood. It promotes bowel movements because of all the fiber in it. It helps to boost mood, and it's very energizing. So all of this from a smoothie, it's like taking a happy pill, but really you're just drinking delicious, healthy fruits and vegetables. One more thing about the green smoothie, I'll just go back to it. Like here, you see there's spinach in there, there's some kale, there's apples, kiwis. I would go with more green vegetables versus fruits just to keep the sugar content down. And if you wait until the end of the presentation, I'll talk about a little surprise for you. By the way, a little bit of a tangent, kale. I don't know if you guys eat kale, but the best way to eat kale is after you massage it. So basically it means adding oil and vinegar to it to kind of break down the tough fibers of it. And basically you should be massaging it for at least 3 minutes to really break it down, to make it soft. And then it's way easier to digest and it actually tastes so much better. So there's a tip for you. I was going to say a tip for you on how to make your kale better and more digestible, because it's a hard one to digest, but it's so delicious and full of nutrients too. All right, so another way that you can promote energy very quickly and naturally is through the use of peppermint. So personally, I like to use essential oils because they are so powerful. For example, can you guess how many cups of peppermint tea are equivalent to one single drop of peppermint oil? It's actually 28. Isn't that crazy? You get the medicinal benefits of 28 cups of peppermint tea and one drop of peppermint oil. I wish I could sample some for you right now because it's so awesome trying this peppermint oil, but I can't over the screen. But I do use doTERRA essential oils because they're pure and edible. There's nothing added to them, and they're beyond organic. So they're actually certified pure therapeutic grade. Anyway, some of the benefits of peppermint is that it promotes alertness and circulation in your brain. It freshens the breath. So taking peppermint oil after you have something really garlicky is amazing, or in the morning just to have fresh breath. It like literally takes that any bad odor away. And it's also really awesome for calming headaches. So you can just put a couple drops on your fingers and gently massage around your temples. With the doTERRA oils are so strong, I kind of put it behind my temples so that it's not too close to my eyes because it can make my eyes water. And then putting it on the occipital bone in the back of your head there, and then on your shoulders. It's really good for helping to relieve headaches. You can also put some on your forehead. So here's a little recipe for you to add to your water, especially if you're maybe working out and you want to boost your energy. So 1 drop of peppermint essential oil and 1 drop of wild orange essential oil. Orange oil helps to cleanse the blood, and anything that's cleansing or detoxifying helps to boost your energy and actually also helps you to lose weight. So I think I mentioned before, all the things that are helping you to boost energy are simultaneously helping you to lose weight, because a lot of them are just detoxifying. Yeah, I love doing the peppermint and orange during a workout or in the morning too. It's delicious also. So another thing you can do to help you lose weight and boost your energy and gain so many other health benefits is to intermittent fast. Again, I'm sure you have all heard of this, so I'm just reminding you, but I'll also give you a way that you can do this that's super simple too. So some of the benefits is that it reduces brain inflammation. So it helps you to think better. It helps you to feel happier, more alert. It promotes the secretion of something called the human growth hormone, which is a hormone that preserves lean muscle and boosts fat burning ability. So basically, when we have a lot of human growth hormone, we are burning fat even without doing anything. I have that in there twice. Oops. It also promotes cellular repair and detox processes, the intermittent fasting. Basically, when we're sleeping, our bodies are using that time to detox. We shouldn't be digesting food. So if you eat right before bed, your body is using energy to digest food instead of detoxifying, which kind of messes everything up. So we want to make sure that we're fasting, basically not eating before bed, in order to allow the body to carry out its detox processes. Intermittent fasting also helps regulate blood sugar levels and halts the progression of type 2 diabetes. It may even eliminate the need for insulin injections. So obviously you should do this with the supervision of a doctor if you have diabetes, but it's kind of amazing how many benefits it can have even if you're suffering from diabetes. So there are many different ways to do intermittent fasting. But the way I like to do it is to eat for 8 hours and then fast for 16 hours, just because I don't like to go super extreme. Some people fast for a few days at a time. I just like to fast for 16 hours, which means stop eating at 8 p.m. and don't eat again until 12 p.m. When you're first starting intermittent fasting, it may take around 5 days for your body to adjust, and make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. So if you want to go, I like to make sure that everything that my clients do is safe. So just start slow. you can maybe fast for 12 hours at first, and then 14 hours the next day, and work your way up to 16. Also, I just wanted to make a note. While intermittent fasting is amazing, what I find just the most important is just don't eat too much before bed. At least 2 to 3 hours before bed, try not to eat anything, especially something heavy. As long as you're not eating too much before bed, it doesn't really matter too much what time you eat in the morning. Like in some cultures, people eat actually very early in the morning as soon as they get up, and that's totally fine. They still are slim and healthy. So really the key is to not have big meals right before bed. However, if you prolong it for the full 16 hours, you do get those extra benefits of intermittent fasting. But if you don't want to, if you get up really hungry in the morning, then go ahead and eat, or you can try to have a bulletproof coffee that actually helps to satiate and reduces appetite. This lady says, my stomach is as empty as my soul. She's fasting. All right, so now I'm going to give you guys a very brief overview of my Love Your Body program. I do also offer corporate workshops, but I won't be talking about that right now. I'll be talking about my Love Your Body program, which helps people to lose weight naturally without any calorie counting or restrictions, or even thinking about their weight. So the tips that I gave you here, none of them are focusing specifically on weight loss. They're just all healthy tips that you can apply throughout the day. So that's what the program is about too. So just a very brief overview of my program. It's an 8-week guided program online, which helps people to feel more beautiful, more confident, more joyful, more full of life, without having to use willpower or discipline to achieve this. So there's zero guilt, zero restrictions, and zero willpower necessary to be able to participate and succeed in the program. So a few program benefits. I'll be focusing not only on your physical health, but also on emotional health. A lot of people can't lose weight because of some underlying emotional issues that cause them to maybe binge eat or eat whenever they're stressed out. So in this program, you will learn a deeper understanding of how your thoughts and feelings work, and how to not be controlled by them anymore. So I'll basically teach you how to not be controlled by your moods in such a way that you're going to have to reach for that chocolate bar or have to reach for those chips. You'll experience less cravings for sugar and other unhealthy foods, which is always a good thing. If you're somebody who often feels bloated or constipated, we will be dealing with that as well. You'll also have improved digestion. You'll also find freedom from anxiety, depression, and binge eating, if that's what you are. Not everybody in the program binge eats, but people that do gain a lot of benefit from this. And I will be teaching you how to do this not in the way that you would expect. Remember, there's no willpower or discipline involved. So it's a very, very different approach than what a lot of people are used to. Some more benefits is that you will be able to sleep better and just have a general sense of well-being and lightness. You'll be able to fit into your sexy clothes again. I don't really care too much about people's weight. What I care more about is how they feel and how they fit into their clothes. That's what matters most, especially because muscle does weigh more than fat. And weight isn't always a very accurate marker of people's, body composition. You will also be receiving a strong foundation for present and future health. So you're really going to be getting a holistic health education that will last you a lifetime. It's a really amazing foundation that you can apply for the rest of your life. You can also rewatch the Zoom calls, reread the handouts that you'll be getting, so that you can continue even after the program is over. You will also have more energy, joy, and motivation for life. And you will have reduced hormone-related mood swings, pains, and belly fat if you're a woman. You will also learn how to better balance your hormones as a man as well. The program is for both men and women. So this is just a very brief overview of some of the program topics. I won't be going into detail, but we'll be discussing how to improve your sleep, hydration, and exercise. We'll be talking about some nutrition and key supplements. As I mentioned before, how to naturally balance your hormones so that you don't have those pains, be it PMS or perimenopause or menopause or postmenopause symptoms. We'll be dealing with all that so that you don't have to experience that. It's not actually natural to be experiencing those pains, but it is common because of people's diets and stress levels and so on. We'll also be discussing how you're going to be able to improve your gut health for optimal digestion and metabolism, which is key. Also, detox and craving reduction will be another topic, healthy shopping lists, and much, much more. So here's a little before and after picture of a girl that took my program. This was her before, and this was her 8 weeks later. She was down 10 pounds. Again, I don't care so much about the weight, but look at the difference in her body size. It's more the body size that matters. Quite a significant difference after just 8 weeks. Here's another testimonial. I'll read it for you guys. So Adele says, numbers don't lie. I'm a diabetic, and after 5 weeks of your program, my blood sugar is already within normal range. Before your course, my blood sugar was 29 mmol per liter. Now it's down to 6.8. Thank you, Magda. I learned so much from you and applied what you taught us. You're the best therapist, nutritionist I've ever met. Very simple, motivating, and encouraging to help me live a healthy lifestyle. You are well-researched and you practice what you preach. Your methods and program really work. So that's just one of the testimonials. I have many, but I don't want to inundate you guys. You can check that out on my website if you like. Here's one. This guy never took my Love Your Body program, but we did work on his weight loss goals. And this was him after just 10 days, which is really amazing. However, these results are not typical. He does put on muscle really fast. And he also is able to lose weight quite fast when he really dedicates himself to it. But this is what he looks like 10 days after of coaching with me. All right, so what does the program include? So every program participant gets a weekly 1.5 hour live Zoom session with me. You'll also be put into a WhatsApp group where you will be getting daily support. So I will be reaching out on a regular basis to help motivate you. You can also ask questions at any time. So you're basically being coached 24/7 for 8 weeks if you choose to. If you like, you can just participate in the weekly Zoom calls, but if you want that extra support, it will be available for you. Typically, I do WhatsApp. You'll also be receiving handouts after each session, as well as recipes, self-care tips, videos, and other resources. You will be receiving a healthy meal plan for 3 meals a day plus snacks, healthy snacks, of course. And you'll be paired up with an accountability buddy if you like. This isn't mandatory, but if you want that extra support, I will also provide that for you. I also have a special offer. The first 5 people to sign up for the next program receive a free one-on-one private coaching session with me within the program, an hour-long coaching session. All right. So if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me. I also have some special gifts for you for going through this whole presentation. One is a delicious detox dessert smoothie, which tastes like peaches. It's amazing. And another one is my chocolate avocado pudding, which I should have called chocolate avocado mousse because it actually has a very moussey consistency and it's delicious. So if you would like these recipes to be sent to you, let me know and I'll send them. Also, if you would like a free 30-minute coaching session, I would be happy to give you that for going through this masterclass. And that is everything for today. So thank you for your time, and I hope you got something out of it. If you have any more questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.